Hi everybody, it's Jacqui here from Smile Media, and today I'm talking about the 10 social media myths that coaches tell their students. Do you feel that sometimes different coaches say different things? Do you feel that there's a lot of ideas out there and that maybe you're jumping from one idea to the next and one shiny object to the next because there's a lot of ideas and a lot of conflicting opinions? Would you want me to clarify what's actually true and what's a myth in marketing today so that you know what actually works today in marketing so you can spend your time, your energy, and your money in areas that will get you more money, more leads, and more sales? Does that sound good to you? Okay, let's get started with myth 1. You need a 5-page website. No, you do not. This is a myth. This is because more than ever before, your audience is actually time poor. And this is because of the internet and it's because of social media. It's sucking up all of our time and making everyone feel really busy. This means we're doing less reading and more skimming. Your audience will not read multi-page websites. So, what do you use to make money in your business then? You need a page that collects their details so you can sell to them later. This is called a landing page. Below is an example of one that I use in my business. I would send someone to this landing page if they were interested in downloading my 5 conversion templates. When they get to this page, when they click the button, Get the Templates, a pop-up appears. The pop-up includes a sign-up form including their name, which the customer needs to put in, the name, their email address, and their phone number in order for me to send them the templates. So they put in these details and I send them the templates in exchange. Does that make sense? It's really important in your business that you need to collect their name, their email address, and their phone number on the landing page. This is essential because it means you can collect their details so you can sell to them later. Myth 2. You need to heal before you can make money. No, this is a myth. And I'm very much for healing and I'm very much for health. I believe it's important. My only point is you do not need to heal in order to make money. And the thing is, you'll never be 100% healed. And you can actually heal through working or simultaneously with working. So what do you actually need to make money in your business? My friend Scott and I have come up with a Venn diagram that explains what you actually need to make money in your business, and I'm really excited to show it to you right now. So we call it the DNA of growing an empire. So D standing for detox, N standing for numbers, and A standing for action. So the DNA of growing an empire. So detox, you need to let go of the past, schedule time to feel in the present, and then plan your new future. So that's past, present, and future. N stands for numbers. You need to get leads and sales in your business. And you can do this through direct and proven strategies. And lastly, A stands for action. Use your diary to know what you need done that day. But I'm not going to stop just then, because there's more to this diagram than just that. The thing is, the importance of the DNA, detox numbers action, is that we need all of them. And if we're missing one of them, what happens is an issue comes up, and I'm going to explain exactly what I mean right now. So if you've got the detox down pat and you've got the numbers as well, but you don't have action in your business, what does this mean? Well, if you've got no action, that means you're consistently rescheduling. It also means you would probably be feeling a lot of overwhelm, and it leads to no income. On the other hand, if you've got detox and action, but you don't have the numbers in your business, what does that mean? Without numbers, you're guessing, you're scattered, and once again, no income. And lastly, if you've got numbers and you've got action in your business, but you're disregarding the detox and pretty much you're disregarding your health, it means you've got the wrong motivation, you will end up burning out, and the big picture probably keeps changing. Maybe your goals keep changing, and this also means no income. So if you've noticed this just then, if you're missing one part of the D, N, and A, if you're missing one letter, it means no income. And this is because you need all three components to grow your empire and to make money. Amazing, that was myth number 2. Myth 3. Boosting Facebook posts don't work. This is a huge myth. Boosting is a Facebook tool that we use to increase post exposure. And what it is, if you don't know, is if you put a post on Facebook on your business page, you can put money on that post. And Facebook will show that post to more people. And that will help you get more exposure and hopefully more customers. But the thing is, if a booster post is unsuccessful, it's because of the content, not because of the tool. And the problem is we often blame the tool, not the content. But think of a carpenter or a tradie. A carpenter never blames his tools. So if you had a carpenter and his job was to hammer a nail, yet he couldn't do it, it's not the hammer's fault. It's not the tool's fault. It's that he might need to work on his skills. And the thing is, in your business, if your posts that you're putting money on, they're not working, that's okay, because we can fix it and we can make it stronger so it does work and it does get you the results you want. So how do you get more sales using ads? Let me tell you. You need to put money on the successful post, not the weak post. And this is where most people fall short. This is where most people make a big mistake. And the thing is, when we put a post on Facebook, if it's not successful, we can be a little inclined to put money on that post to almost give it support and help it out. But we don't want to be thinking about posts that way. Instead, we want to be putting money on the successful posts because we know they're successful, giving that more of an edge, putting that one more out there rather than the weak posts. So for example, here's a post that I've done. This post got 103 comments of people saying they're interested in my service. This was a successful post. This is the type of post that I would put money on because I know it works and I want more people to see it. On the contrast, this post was not successful. It got 2 likes. That's not clicks, that's not sales, and this is far lower than the previous post. I would not put money on this post. Instead, I would put money on the post that was successful. Myth 4. Facebook Lives will grow your business. This is now a myth because marketing has changed. In 2017, yes, Facebook Lives did grow your business. And this is because Facebook was competing against Periscope, who also had a live feature. So what Facebook did, being very clever, is Facebook gave us more engagement and a reward if we did Facebook Lives because Facebook was trying to encourage this feature to beat Periscope. And Facebook won that competition. So now in 2019, Facebook Lives don't work like they used to. And this is because Facebook is no longer competing against Periscope. They won that battle. Facebook is no longer giving us heaps of engagement for doing a live. It just doesn't work like it used to in 2017. So what I recommend doing instead is using Facebook groups to grow your business because you can use this to grow your business without actually spending money. Myth 5. Results will come with time. Results come from strategies, not from time. Results come from strategies, not from time. In your business, you have the power to control how many leads you get, when you get them, and how much you earn. It is all within your control and it is not up to time. It's up to your strategy and which strategy you choose. So do you want to know how to earn more in your business? The more effective your strategy is, the more you get paid. Here's a little equation to explain what we mean here. So the amount of leads you've got this week plus your bank account value is the level of your strategy effectiveness. So if you're getting 600 plus leads per week, or you've got more than enough money and you're not really interested in more money, then you've got a highly effective strategy. However, if you would like some more leads or you want some more money, then your strategy is not as effective. And I would actually recommend looking at getting a different strategy that is more effective and will get you the results that you want. Myth 6. Outsource your weaknesses. No, this is a myth. Outsourcing tasks that are your weaknesses is costing you thousands of dollars, and this is because you cannot measure what you do not understand. If you outsource something you do not understand, you cannot tell if it's doing as well as it should. You cannot give feedback to make it stronger. You cannot see if it's working or not. This is why outsourcing tasks that are your weaknesses cost you thousands. What we do recommend instead is to actually do those tasks yourself and learn the skill and save the money. And then once you know what you're doing, then outsource it so you can optimize your money spend on outsourcing. Myth 7. You need to be on all platforms. No, this is a myth. You do not need to be on all platforms. But what you do need in your business is sales. What we recommend is it's best to get on one platform and get one working before branching out onto multiple. Myth 8. Know your ideal client and money will come. Does this sound familiar to you? That we're often told in business that if we know our ideal client is, so we know, what age they are or what gender they are, if we know who they are, then that will lead to plenty of hungry new customers. But the thing is, let me ask you, do you know who your ideal client is? If yes, do you still want more money? If you know who your ideal client is, yet you still want more money, it means that this isn't entirely true. Does that make sense? And the reason it isn't entirely true is because this is a myth and there's a missing link. So what is this missing link? I've actually done a full, highly detailed video on this, and I'm going to include a button underneath this video for you to watch it. So if you want more detail on this topic, I highly recommend you watch this video by clicking the button below. So if you want to attract 100 leads per week, you need to be social on social media, use fonts that stand out, and use emojis for contrast. So those are the general themes of the video, but once again, if you want more help and more detail, click on the button below, after you've completed this video, of course. So here's an example that I've done. So do you see how this is a highly successful post? Do you see how it's got 135 comments of people saying they're interested in my service? Now, this is what you get when you consistently follow the rules. If you know the rules and you know the framework and you know the structure, you can get results just like this consistently and reliably in your business. It's just because I followed the framework and I've followed the rules. Do you see how my post is being social on social media? It's a picture of me. Do you see how I'm using different fonts? Because this stands out and gives me an edge over my competitors. This post is really successful, and it's because it follows the rules. If you would like to learn more about this, once again, click the button below to watch the video. Myth 9. You need to niche down. No, this is a myth. Niching is sometimes misunderstood. The thing is, you don't need to niche your ideal audience, but what you do need is to niche audience segments within that. So what does this mean exactly? Let me do a little story just to explain it. So Godfreys have vacuums, and their audience is people who need to vacuum, right? So what they did is they wanted to target different people that wanted vacuums for different reasons. So instead of niching down and only targeting a specific niche, so females at a certain age, they wanted to target more people. So what they did is they created 2 different ads. The first ad targeted mums, and they talked about language and they talked about the pain points that the mums were experiencing. So for example, mums wanted it to be easier to vacuum and for it to be more user-friendly. They also did a second ad that was completely different. This second ad targeted hotels, and hotels wanted a vacuum that was highly durable and would last for a long time, so it could do multiple levels and go for a long time. So they did 2 different ads for 2 different audience segments, but they didn't niche down their entire audience. They still targeted all these different audiences within their audience. Does that make sense? I know it's a little bit confusing, so I've included a diagram just to explain how to niche without losing potential customers. So your audience is people who need your product or service. So for Godfrey's, that is people who need vacuums. Then from that, you can niche down. So niche 1 is people with a problem A. So that is, for example, for Godfrey's, mums who want a vacuum that's easy to use. Niche 2 is people with problem B. For Godfrey's, that is people in hotels who want a vacuum that will, vacuum multiple floors. And if you've got a third audience, you can add niche 3. And next what you do is for each of the niches, you create a different ad that targets that niche and talks to that specific group of people. So niche 1 would be marketing ad 1. Niche 2 would be marketing ad 2. And if you have a niche 3, that would be marketing ad 3. Does that make sense? Perfect. And lastly, myth number 10. Results come with hard work. No, this is a myth. If there was a self-made millionaire who said, I got here with just hard work, I would think, who's hard work? Because no one just gets there with just hard work. No, people that are millionaires, they have people doing their photography, they have people doing their marketing, they have people doing their ads, their products, their, you name it, their website, their accounting. That's a lot of people and a lot of hard work. The thing is, results don't come with just from hard work. The easiest way to get results in your business is to ask for help from someone who is succeeding. And that's myth number 10. So that was the 10 social media myths that coaches tell their students. Thank you so much for listening, and I really hope you enjoyed it and found it valuable.